Chapter 8. Every sound, every movement in the sounds caught Fluttershy's attention. She flitted about an eye-open field, darting about. Is anyone there? She stuttered out. Rainbow Dash? Twilight? Pinkie Pie? She sighed and dropped down to the grass, only to fly back up as a pack of bunnies hopped out from behind a plastic-looking tree. Eep. The bunnies all hopped up to her in perfect lockstep, each one moving in perfect sync with each other. They stopped in front of her, looking up at Fluttershy with shining red eyes. Birds flew off of previously empty branches and circled above Fluttershy. Large rainbow formed, stretching from horizon to horizon. Fluttershy looked over the bunnies, the birds, and the rainbow. She blew straight out of her mane and out of her face and rolled her eyes. All right, this is a little much even for me. Are you around Discord? Lights appeared in the rainbow, sliding up and revealed Discord's yellow eyes. They blinked several times before falling out to the ground. They hit the ground and bounced up, settling to Discord's body as it appeared. Why, hello, Fluttershy, he said, stretching a bow. He then turned the canvas around to her and laid a claw over it. What do you think? 2 post-depressant assist. I might try my hand at Bob Ross next. Fluttershy's eyes crossed at the sight of Discord's drawing. Above her wings shot out and folded over her head as she hunted her down. It's interesting, she said, picking and stowed most of the feathers and only getting a mild headache. She focused on Discord, shielding herself from the art as best she could. I know this might be a long shot, but is there any chance you could stop this whole chaos thing we've been doing? Things have gone pretty badly for everyone out there. Discord soared. Oh my dear Fluttershy, He stopped and folded the canvas up into a possibly small triangle, deflected over a goalpost made of his own talons. There we go. So like I was about to say, why should I have to change? I am merely being who I am. Is it be yourself with a important lesson to be learned? Fluttershy nodded lightly. Well, yes, but there's also respecting other people's boundaries and feelings. Being harmful to those around you, whether intentional or not, this isn't right, Discord. And you're definitely being intentional on your harm. She slowly folded her wings from around her head. Can't you just not harm people or radically alter the environment on a whim? Or at least not do it so others aren't mentally scarred by the experience? Pinkie Pie and her cold Frenchie Sandwich managed to do that. She paused and made the briefest of faces. Well, so did I. Discord grumbled. Oh, where's the fun in that? I don't want to be limited or constrained. I want to be me. He held a paw to his forehead and swooned, doubling over into a Mobius strip composed of his own body. He spun around a few frontations before untangling himself. If only you knew what it was like to be me, Fluttershy. I mean, kindness needs some empathy, right? I suppose, Fluttershy finally said. I mean, so one sometimes has to trot furlong in someone else's horseshoes to understand their viewpoint. We had to deal with that in Appaloosa between the settlers and Buffalo, but we almost got to come to an agreement. Her stance shifted and her face hardened ever so slightly. Applejack and Rainbow Dash almost caused a full-scale war between them, but we managed to eventually get them to talk and come to a compromise. Discord clapped his paws together. Oh, it sounds like a delightfully chaotic tale, Fluttershy. I'd love to hear more about it. He snapped his claws. A large cap flashed into existence. He snapped his claws again. Discord vanished and reappeared on the couch. A bucket made of popcorn held in his paws. Fluttershy flashed as well, but she remained where she was. Oh, what a dreadful shame, Discord muttered. Fluttershy blinked. She flashed again, only to remain where she was. An element of kindness glowed, catching her attention. What's going on? She asked, tapping it with a hoof. It vibrated, bouncing around her neck. Discord leaned forward, eyes started from Fluttershy to her element, then back again. Oh my! It seems my magic is blocked by your element of whatever. Kindness, right? At her nod, he held a paw up to his forehead. Oh no! All I wanted to do was bring you over here so we could chat a bit. I guess with that interfering with my magic, we can't talk things out. Fluttershy hopped up. She stretched her wings and flew over to the couch, pirouetting around midair before dropping down next to the Draconquist. Sorry about that. What did you want to talk about? There was the tiniest of pauses before Discord spoke again. Well, I was thinking you could try and see things a bit more from my perspective. But I'm not sure you can, my dear. He brought a talon out and moved it close to as he dared to the 3 butterfly-shaped gems. He winced as the tip of his claw glowed red-hot, and a small berry formed around the diadem. Your sparkling little necklace doesn't seem to like me. He straightened up, and a dozen halos formed over his head. I just don't know why, though. First, I looked down at her element, slowly tapped it with her hoof. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I hope it didn't hurt you or anything. A slow smile crept across Discord's muzzle. He waved his paw in the air and blew on it on the suddenly smoking claw. Oh, ouch! I think I might have caused a bit of a boo-boo, dear. It does cause a bit of a problem. I just don't feel safe around it. Flashlight shrank down a bit. Oh, sorry about that. I just didn't know what to do, though. Discord laced his claws together and wound his way around Fluttershy. Well, would it be possible for you, I don't know, to remove it for a bit? Just to slip it off so I don't feel unsafe. Then right back on after we're done here. Fluttershy's expression hardened slightly. She arched an eyebrow. You're not trying to fool me, are you? That wouldn't be very nice of you. Discord shook his head. No, it wouldn't be very nice to me at all, would it? Fluttershy stared at him for a few more minutes. Finally, she made her decision. Numbers, letters, and symbols all floated around Twilight Sparkle. They danced about, rearranging themselves into words, numbers, or equations. Some of the equations flew down to her. That's wrong, she commented. That's wrong. She squinted. I think that one's right. Her eyes widened as one came into view. Very sure reality itself would start to unravel if that one was solved like that. The words stuck together and flew around Twilight's head. Her eye rolled about as she specifically tried reading them. She screwed her eyes shut. Several nigh-incomprehensible phrases flew by. No, no, no! Twilight's horn flared as he telekinetically swept them away. Some words broke apart in their consonant letters. They landed in a heap and melted, turning to a light brown and merging together. Floated up to the air, getting furrier as it turned to discord. Oh, what's the matter, Twilight? He asked, slithering over. I thought you liked learning. Twilight nickered. I prefer not to go gibbering mad like a character in one of those old H.P. Lovecraft stories, thank you. She looked around and rolled her eyes. Seriously, words and equations? I'm not that bookish anymore. Try something else. Spice it up a bit. Discord held a paw to his forehead. Oh, how horrible. Twilight Sparkle has been sassy to me. How will I ever recover from these sharp rebukes? He sat towards Twilight, walking once more. Hey, where are you going? He pulled out a small Rolodex and started flipping through the cards inside. We have to have our mandated banter session. Twilight looked around as she walked through a seemingly endless darkness. What's the point? The tip of her horn brightened, driving away some of the immediate darkness. I'm looking for my friends, and you're going to try to distract me so you continue with your interpretations. There's nothing else to really say to each other, so why bother? She scanned to a halt as Discord flew right in front of her. Hey, do you mind? Discord waved her off. Oh, of course. Let me stop at my efforts to stop you from turning me back to stone. What was I thinking? A table and 2 chairs flashed into existence behind Discord. He finished, reappearing on one of the chairs with a green visor perched on his horn. Playing cards floated up and started shuffling themselves. Care to make a wager? Twilight nickered to wake Discord off. I'd rather bet on a sure thing, like my friends. We'll stop you together. There was a briefest of pauses before Discord snorted. The snort quickly turned to full-blown laughter. His paw turned to his shoe and he pounded on the table. Oh, how rich! You're kidding, right? Them, a sure thing. Pearl opened up on Twilight's left. It was as our friends flashed inside of it, showing rainbow dash flying about, Applejack stumbling around sweet apple acres, Pinkie Pie hauling a cake down Main Street, among other shots of their daily life. Twilight watched the slideshow for a few moments before nodding. Yep, they've been quite the hopeful Discord. I don't exactly need you to remind me of their foibles and missteps, thank you. I already know how egotistical Rainbow Dash can be, how stubborn Applejack is. I know Rarity Pinkie Pie can be erratic sometimes, while Fluttershy can have mood swings, and yes, Rarity can be manipulative. I know all this. Discord leaned in his chair, his eyes narrowed, and for a moment all was calm. Wait, you know this already. Then why are you friends with them? Twilight leaned her head and trotted forward. She fixed a stare at Discord. Because I know that's not all they are. Rainbow Dash won't leave her friends hanging and would take a bullet for any of us. Applejack is dependable and steady. Pinkie wants us to laugh on the inside, smile on the outside. Fluttershy's kindness and empathy knows no bounds. And Rarity would literally give you the shirt off her back if the need arose. Honestly, sometimes I don't know how they put up with this sarcastic, interfering, neurotic bookworm sometimes. She shook her head. I remember once, after Rainbow Dash and I had an argument and made up, that friendship didn't seem all that easy, but it was worth fighting for. She tapped her tiara, and the diadem nestled inside it. And my friends, they're very much worth fighting for. Discord sat there, unmoving. After a few minutes, he started clapping. What a wonderful speech, Twilight. It'd move me to tears if I gave a damn about any of that. He vanished in a flash of plastic, reappearing by Twilight's flank once more. He looked around, eyes extending from their sockets and turning into fleshy binoculars. Tell me, Twilight Sparkle, where are your friends? They don't seem to be around. He twisted about, his body turning a corkscrew. Where's the magic of friendship when you really need it? Twilight's eyes narrowed. She tapped her chest. They're here, Discord. They're here with me in spirit, which is more than you could say about yourself. And Sarah's here with me, I'm with them. We're connected, no matter how far apart we are. She paused. Wait, what did I say? Discord looked up from a book. Oh, sorry. I just waiting for you to finish pontificating, Purple Pony. He slammed his book closed. Well, Twice spun about started pacing. If I remember my history correctly, the elements of harmony were once the rainbow of light, back during Dream Valley. She saw the chapter of Discord. You shattered the locket containing its magic. Let's fight with Princess Celestia and Princess Luna. They took the remnants of said necklace to the Dragon Clans, or the clan head Spikor, formerly Spike of Dream Valley, and who one day be King Spiker at the Old, convinced King Terrorax of the Fang to aid the princesses. A low forced chuckle escaped Discord's lip. Well, that's a fascinating history lesson. I wouldn't expect anything less from you. Twice shook her head. I'm not done. The tip of her horn lit up. The magic of the rainbow was still embedded into the necklaces, and tiara the Melweaver clan was forged into the rainbow's original locket. The rainbow of light split up into 6 separate objects, but still connected. Twilight grinned as 5 beams of light shot from her horn, flying off into the darkness surrounded. There we go. A simple tracing spell, and I'm in business. Hey, I'm the one who comes up with the tracing spell, RK! Discord's face fell. He quickly grabbed it and slapped it back over his skull before waving his paws right to the air. No! That's not a good idea, Twilight. You don't know what you're doing. Twilight arched her eyebrows, her horn started glowing. I seriously doubt you're concerned for my safety. So that means I'm on to something with this. You're nervous, Discord. Her eyes crossed as she focused her horn. One of the beams of light started flashing. And first target is acquired. Twilight teleported away, even as Discord reached for her. The conquest floated there for a few moments. Tapped a claw against his front hoof. I may have underestimated her, he murmured. Clever mare there. His eyes went back and forth, finally landing on a large clock with Discord and mill. He slid his paw through the air, pulled it out of his brain. All right, you. Think! How can I stop her? What can I do? Discord held his brain close to his head. Aha! Very clever. He unscrewed his cranium and plopped his brain back in. She won't be able to find her friends inside here, if all her friends are in here. He snapped his claws, teleporting away.